And now for your weekly dose of metal. Here are your hosts, Morgan Danielle and Luco Blaze on the Metal Experience.
Woo! And we just heard some fucking Man-O-War, Hail and Kill, some Revocation, Dismantle, The Dictator, and some Silosis Imperial? I am Luco Blaze with Morgan Danielle, and sitting across from us is the always beautiful Danny.
Hey.
And we are here.
And the penis ice cube
And the
in
penis
my
ice cube.
bottle.
And we are here tonight for the
Morgan,
third
you love
time
it. Don't lie.
with
Right now, I just see the tip.
Hemi.
It's floating.
Oh my goodness. That's
Penis
kind of an awkward
cube.
show.
Good evening.
Well, yeah, go ahead and introduce yourselves. This is the third time you guys have been on. Go ahead and introduce yourselves and who you are and who's missing.
Well, my name is Trent, and it's my third time here, and I'm very excited to be here.
My name is Tim, and I'm in Hemi too, and I'm the guitarist. And
No shit.
Trent sounds really nervous.
It's just my third time here, and I'm a little nervous because I'm officially a VIP now.
Yeah,
because
there you
I
go.
have, I have a badge.
Who are we missing?
We're missing our drummer Gup, but we could just say he's here because he's fucking quiet and he doesn't really say shit anyway. So it's kind of like, hey Gup, how's it going? I was like, oh, it's cool.
Yeah,
We might get like a yeah bro from him every once in a
bro.
while.
Yeah,
He might as well be here because he wouldn't say shit anyway.
Where is Gup?
He's at his sister-in-law's birthday party, which you just
Woo.
remember. Shit comes up last minute for Gup all the time. It'll be like 5 minutes before practice, and it's like, I gotta fix my brakes. And it's like, what now? Like right now, you have to fix your brakes. It's
like,
like,
bro.
we have this day scheduled for practice all the time.
Yeah, I don't have any brakes in my car.
I don't have any brakes. I gotta fix my brakes. Okay.
I mean, what are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? He needs brakes.
Yeah.
He's got to stop.
You guys recently released a brand new album,
Oh yeah,
It's-
this is true. This is a good fact.
It happened.
and it's sitting in front of Tim right now. What is it called?
It's called Undivided Intentions.
Yeah.
You know how fucking proud we are of this album? Like, I just gotta say, like, we're really fucking proud of this thing.
No, I would be
no
too.
shit.
We're
Like,
gonna play this whole motherfucker tonight.
this
Yeah,
artwork
that's what I'm
right
talking
here
about.
is pretty fucking awesome.
That's
That
incredible.
artwork is from one of my buddies from college. His name is Ryan Foster, and he does a bunch of rock and roll inspired, metal inspired
Yeah,
art.
did he do like a Day to Remember CD and stuff? Because this
This
looks
is the
exactly
first-
like Homesick.
I don't know. He definitely didn't do that. But yeah, this is actually the first album cover he's ever done.
He's a very
So-
attractive
That's-
individual, too, actually, I might add. I mean, just not gay speaking.
No homo.
No homo.
He's a very attractive man. But no, he's awesome. Look at this fucking
Yeah, and
artwork.
this
I
is
mean,
know,
this
that-
was an
that's
actual
awesome.
this was an actual
it's a
painting that he
canvas.
painted on a canvas.
There's no
and we
digital
converted-
shit. This isn't
we
like
converted
new
it,
age
yeah.
digital shit. This is like, he painted
It's art.
this.
It's art. When I saw it online, my mouth dropped open.
Fucking
I was
Picasso.
speechless. Didn't know what to say.
Picasso.
Yeah.
I was
But
like, that's Hemi.
when we asked for the actual print, he's like,
It's hanging in my wall, on my
It
wall.
was in his garage, like, oh no, it was in his trunk, covered by like a bunch of shit in his trunk. I'm like, oh, that's nice. I wanted to hang it up, but I guess not. But yeah, no, we got it. It's cool. I mean, he did an awesome job. We're really proud.
And when
Yeah,
did
let's
this?
plug his website. Do you mind really quick?
Yeah,
I'm not
no,
not
absolutely.
to ambush your
No.
part there. He's at rfosterdesign.com.
The letter R.
The letter R. R.
R and then Foster.
Oh, like a pirate, you know?
F-O-S-T-E-R.
R.
Get your pirate on,
Nice.
son.
So then, when did this guy get released?
November 26th, it was out. Which I realized, I'm like, fuck, man, this is a bad month to release an album. Because then you got Thanksgiving and then Christmas. And I'm
Why
like,
is that
damn.
bad? It's Christmas gifts.
It's hard to, like, it is Christmas gifts. I mean, it did sell well. I'm really proud
This
of how it
album is
sold.
a great stocking stuffer.
It was a great stocking stuffer. It definitely was. Even for next year, it could be a great stocking stuffer. Could be a great Easter stocking stuffer.
Bas-
It won't fit in an Easter egg.
Baskets, yeah, baskets.
Easter basket.
Yeah, that's right.
Stuffer.
Sorry. But no, it was cool. But like, December's a tough month to get any kind of action and stuff. But it was cool. We had a really cool release party for it at Delilah's, which a ton of people showed up to. Some former members even showed up, which is awesome. So
Yeah, it was
that
a party.
fun. It was a blast.
Which sucked because we found out last minute, and we were like, God damn it, why did they tell us this?
It was posted for a while, man.
Well,
Just,
listen, I don't go on the internet.
I don't
too
go
much.
on a computer that much because I spend all day on my computer at work.
Yeah, it was a party. Normally that place is kind of chill, dive kind of place. I mean, it's awesome. Everybody knows that. But that house was packed by the end of the night. I mean, it definitely wasn't all for us, but then the bartender tried to throw on the entire album on the speakers, and
Nice.
everybody
cool.
rocked out to
Played
that
the
shit.
whole
Or at
full
least
album.
was forced to rock out to that shit.
Yeah, it was cool.
Well, for those that do want to call
will
in
bang
while
your
we
head.
are talking with Hemi, it is 773-657-3341. Danny will kindly answer the phone and direct you through to our live show if he
Kindly?
doesn't fall asleep.
Kindly.
Kindly?
Who is
Kindly?
this? Who are you?
No, it's the whole sleep-deprived crankiness.
Well,
Why
keep
are
him
you-
up.
why are you bothering me?
773-657-3341.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Make
that's
that
right. Call
phone
in.
ring off the hook and keep Danny alive.
Call in.
It's his lifeline. He needs it.
No, actually, I got a little entertainment here.
All right.
Yeah.
all right.
What is that?
That's
What is
Black
this
Hawk's
entertainment?
feed.
Oh yeah. You're watching that?
Yeah.
And some dude.
This
How
is actually the
cute.
Coyotes one, but
reruns of Family Ties.
Oh, what are they
Ah.
like? Best friends or something? What's the? Oh, you're watching the game.
yeah.
Well, get the fuck out of here with this. I'm trying to, because I'm just.
We're
gonna
hanging
be
with
like-
Hemi. Damn it.
I'm just gonna be staring at the game
All of a
the whole
sudden, I'm
time.
just non-responsive to
Yeah.
your questions.
Yeah,
Oh wait.
Yeah,
Take
great
that off the
album.
screen, or else we
Yeah,
won't. We
he
won't,
scored!
we won't get
hi,
anything
I'm
accomplished.
So, Undivided Intentions is a tasty 6-track CD. Where was this recorded at?
You know where it was recorded? Ironically, sorry. You had our producer in here like 2 weeks ago. AJ Kohler, Mr. fucking Pythons himself, was in here.
That dude's jacked.
That Jack son of a bitch is the one who recorded this thing. So we recorded it right in lovely Lombard, Illinois, in his studio.
I've been in his backyard one time.
I've pissed in his backyard several times.
Well, I didn't pee there, but I stood in his driveway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were recorded right there at fuck, what's the name of that studio?
Tag Music
Tag Music Studios, yeah.
Of all people, Trent.
Yeah, sorry. It's
Always on top of your
I think
shit.
it's on the back of the album, actually. I know it's in the booklet. It's
It says
not on the back.
Leash Records.
That's what we release under. That's all of our stuff is cataloged under.
So Leash Records is whose record label?
That's us. That's our
That's-
private
So what did
label.
what did Leash? How did that come up?
It was a song on the first album.
Okay,
Sounded cool. Wasn't taken. So I was like, yeah, let's go with that. Leash
sound
Records
pretty
works.
let's go with that.
I like that word.
Nice.
Um,
So tell us a little bit about the making of this album, because you guys obviously have changed your appearance a little bit, changed where
Changed
you
some
record,
members.
changed some members.
gonna-
It's been quite a while since you've been here.
yeah.
What's up in Hemi World?
Who was in the band when you were here last?
We had Kramer was in the band.
Kramer.
Mr. Mad was in the band. Mr. Entertaining himself was in the band.
It's a solid lineup.
We talked
Yeah.
a lot about ghosts.
Yeah, we had the ghost
Yep.
stories.
That was 2 times ago.
Yep.
So
Yeah,
last
that's
time
right.
it was just you.
Yep. Just
And
trying.
you kept the show going for 2 straight hours.
Yeah.
Trent just kept going. It was like the easiest show we've ever
He's
done.
a motor mouth. It's good.
Can we get an MP3 of that?
Yeah.
I'd love
Yeah.
to hear that again.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's
I'm
on the
vain.
website.
I'm vain as fuck, man. Like
It's
I'll
on-
listen to myself constantly.
It's on the
I'll look at pictures of
metalexperience.com.
myself.
We can
Yeah.
all that. Yeah,
Does
it's
it,
backlogged.
Is it listed by band names?
Yeah.
Oh,
Absolutely.
You were on there.
Go to episodes. Both the episodes are on there.
Can I download them?
Oh, man.
Absolutely.
I have to,
Yeah.
I have to brush up on my Hemi history here.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm gonna let him talk about the production of the album because this guy was like the production Nazi about the whole thing. So I'm gonna let him talk about it.
I don't
Because
know,
he drove
man.
me fucking nuts about producing this thing, man.
I just like good sounding stuff, okay?
All right, go ahead and tell him about it.
No,
But
I
but
mean-
he was a new guy. He was like the new
So
guy.
how long? How long has Tim been in Hemi?
It would be about
year
2
and
years
3
now.
months. No, it's year and October of 13. is when he
Oh,
joined.
okay.
When he joined, we were a 4-piece.
Yep.
We had Ryan Kramer, who was in the band. So things started going along, and then he had to leave right in the middle. We started the album with a different producer, and it wasn't working out too good. And in the middle of that, Ryan had to leave. He had a kid, moved back to Detroit.
Congratulations, Ryan.
Yeah, he had a baby. He had a baby.
Ryan.
He shaved his head and he moved back to suburban Michigan.
He
So-
shaved his locks, his lovely
so I'm
locks.
gone. This guy in like a month
Well,
has
I mean,
changed.
why
everything.
would he want spit up in it?
True.
I mean, come on. You have a baby that's going to pull it and suck
true.
on it
True.
and throw up in it. You might as well
Trent's-
just go bald.
Trent's going to shave his head when he has his kid. Nope.
I'm gonna let it fall
No
out
doubt
before I get
about
rid
it.
of it.
He's gonna let your baby throw up in it and pull on
The
it.
shampoo score. But no, he left. So in the middle of we tried out a couple guys, then it wasn't working out. Then we're like, let's just do it. Rush is a 3-piece. Motorhead's a 3-piece. I'm like, fuck, it's doable, man. Let's just do it. And this guy just fucking went apeshit, and he did it. So it was awesome.
It's a different kind of show than they used to be, the
Yeah.
old Hemi shows.
Yeah.
It's a little more stripped down, more like punk rock fast. I guess just
You're playing in man thongs.
not really giving a fuck.
One time I saw Hemi play with clown porn on the television.
Yeah.
That's right.
That
there was clown porn.
weird.
That was,
That was clown.
awesome.
That was clown porn.
Where was that?
That was a live one.
You couldn't
Live
make
wire.
eye contact with anyone because all you're doing is looking to the side of the TV and
I mean,
then
I
trying
was
to
just
hold a conversation. You're
watching
just kind of
clown
like,
And it was awesome because
Yeah, here we
from
are.
the stage you could see the TVs they were on, and there
Oh,
was
so you were
definitely
watching
clown
the clown
porn.
porn while you were playing?
you could totally
They
tell.
didn't notice. They were rocking out, and then after like probably 20 minutes of it being, them playing, well, you guys playing minus,
Yep.
they looked up and I was like, look at the TV.
Bozo.
Bozo
fucking-
banging out babes.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It was very weird, and it
That was
was
cool.
it was I'll never forget that.
It was different. it was a moment we shared. But yeah, it was unique. But no, it's different now. Like you said, it's more. It is stripped down. It is like I got really inspired by in the middle of us losing a member and going to a 3-piece. I was reading Lemmy's biography, and he talks about the same thing happened to them. And he's like, we can do it as a 3-piece. It's like
Motorhead used to be a 4.
they were a 4, yeah. And then they went to 3. And then it was like, man, we could do this too. So it was really inspiring it was like it came at the right I got to that chapter at like the right time. And it was really cool. So
Venom's a 3-piece too.
oh, there you go. There's a lot of good 3-pieces
go.
out there, yeah.
Yep.
Blink 182.
That first Revocation song we played was
We're
when
gonna
they were
edit that
still a
part
trio.
out.
Not anymore, but they were then.
But yeah, like it's doable and we did it, man. Like and our first show's 3-piece at Quenchers was one of the best shows I ever played.
Nice.
And like I enjoyed it like thoroughly. It was awesome.
Yeah, we had a great reception. It was just fun.
Yeah.
Nervous as hell trying to convert all these 2 guitar songs into one in the last minute.
But he
But
did it, yeah.
it came off well.
But he did
So-
it. Well, you guys want to know about the production of the album?
I mean, I don't know. Where do I
Well,
start
why don't
with
we let's play a quick song and then we'll come back
yeah.
and let you gather your
that? Yeah,
thoughts
that'll
while we play
work.
the tune.
That's a very broad question.
So off of Undivided Intentions, why don't we go ahead and play the first track, or is the first track the intro you were saying?
No, the first track is
First
good.
track's
Nevermore is the first single.
Okay,
So let's we'll go with that.
Let's go ahead and play that. Dan, you got that queued up? Beautiful. Let's do it.
Oh,
Hemi.
yeah.
Fire, evil speaks, feed the weak, life is bleak. One
back to the metal experience.
Did you say hookers and blow?
No, I said the metal experience.
That's not nearly as good.
Fuck you! Will you with the blood?
Woo! And we just heard some Hemi off the newly released in November Undivided Intentions album. We heard the song Nevermore. Why don't you go ahead and tell me a little bit about what that song's about?
Go ahead, Tim.
Hey, you wrote the lyrics.
Listen, I'm gonna level with you, man. I wrote that song about an ex-girlfriend of mine who was a mega cunt. And like,
Yes, that's the word of the day up top.
that song,
My favorite word.
That song's such a fuck you to her. Like, that's really what it is. It's just about like constant bullshit and fuck, man. Like, fuck you. I can't win with this shit.
Amen, brother.
A lot of hate in that song. A lot of hate in this whole album.
Amen.
But him was able to translate my hate into a beautiful harmony.
Into some woodly.
Yeah, a lot of woodless. That make it sound not so mad. You know?
You have two guitar tracks on there, do you not?
Yes.
How
Yes,
do
I
you play that live?
It's a work in progress.
Okay.
Choose one track here, one track there. You know.
But then we did is in order to compensate for the second guitar, we bought a fuzz pedal for my bass, and I kind of cover that rhythm that we're missing now. So I like give him that rhythm, and he's able to do his woodless on top of
Nice.
So then you just hit the fuzz, and it gives a little bit more oomph in the bass, so it kind of covers it up.
Covers it up,
Gotcha,
yeah.
gotcha. There you go.
It works.
That's what you got to do.
Maybe at some point I can pull off a loop pedal and just loop full songs.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get jiggy with it later on. Kids still saying that nowadays, huh? Huh?
Will
Absolutely.
Smith's still around. We're still jigging.
I'm an
We're
older
still
guy.
jigging.
We're still jiggying.
I love Will Smith.
Morgan says we're still jiggying. You're a weirdo.
I don't know.
So tell us a little bit about when you guys reformed as a band. How did everything change from like your
Yeah, how did you find
writing style? And
Where'd Tim come from?
This is interesting.
where did Tim come from?
So we mentioned during the break,
Yeah.
we mentioned Abstraction,
Yep.
which was a band you were formerly
Yeah.
in, Morgan. Then
Yep.
Tim was also in after you. So Abstraction used to split our practice space with us. And then I met Tim at work, and then that was the connection there. Then I met the rest of the guys through that, and then they were splitting our space. And then they were kind of falling apart when we were losing a guy, Mr. Mad, when he was leaving. We're like, well, I asked him, like, you want to start jamming with us? I mean, we got a spot. So it just kind of worked out. Like, it just the transition was really smooth.
I actually went in saying no commitments.
Yeah.
You didn't have to move any of your equipment. You just kind of
No.
left it where it was,
Yeah.
and
No,
Just
I
came
mean,
out a different day.
This came on a different day of
There
the
you
week.
go.
He was really
Yeah.
nervous about it. You know, it was like changing bands. He was I don't know. He didn't want to like step on anybody's toes.
Yeah, you know, you got your old fans. Been doing this for what, 10 years now? You know, I come in like, ugh, you know. People are like, "Bleh."
Tim, and I want to play the guitar.
I hope I don't suck a guitar for you.
No, but it was cool. Like he just started playing. He even got our former guitar player's like blessing on it. Like he talked to him to like make sure it was cool.
Aww.
You know, yeah.
He's a respectful motherfucker. You know, this guy can. You know, he's got some depth to him. He doesn't really have any emotions, but he's got depth.
I feel nothing.
Robotic as fuck, but he's a deep guy.
Robotic as fuck. I've been smiling this whole time.
Did you hear a sound change in your band once Tim joined and you guys became a three-piece?
Yeah, totally. This guy's a fucking awesome musician, and I'm not just saying that because he's right here. Like he's one of the greatest musicians I've ever heard in my life. Like he's incredible. Like as this album goes on, you'll hear the crazy shit he's done. And the cool thing is like some of these songs I got him like demoed out with other lineups, so you can hear what he's done to it compared to like what we were doing with it.
Which we're hoping to release at some point.
Yeah,
In some form.
we might like I got enough to release like a B sides and outtakes
Nice.
album. I might just do that. Like a couple of these are like demoed out with old lineups, and might just throw something like digitally for that. Just release it. Why not? They're just sitting around.
That'd be cool.
So it'd be a cool way to compare like how it sounds now to what they originally were.
So once Tim joined, when did you guys start working on the album? How long did it take you to work these 6
Because then
songs together?
you had to work, learn the back catalog
Yeah.
a little bit. And
I
the
mean,
new
it took me a
stuff.
while. I mean, luckily they had everything recorded, so I was
We
able
had
to.
videos of everything, but like
Yeah.
we did like 5 shows before we jumped in the studio with them.
Yeah.
we got his feet
In
wet.
the beginning, I was just trying to learn all the songs. I was pretty much on my headphones, just listening to the songs over and over and trying to learn them that way. It was the easiest way to do it.
So then, right when you joined the band, it was a 3-piece, or it was still a 4-piece?
No, it's still 4. So for when we then we lost the one guy. We decided, all right, let's go in and start recording this thing. Then we lost our guitar player in the middle of all that. And then we found good old AJ, and those fucking muscles, man.
They'll do it
Can't
every
miss
time.
those deltoids, baby.
We'll do it every time.
Couldn't miss them. No, but I mean, it worked. This is the craziest thing. It worked out like it's one of those things that just it was meant to be because we're working with this guy and he was fucking flaking out on us on recording. We did like 2 demo takes, and I know Tim could talk mad shit right now, but he's gonna be political and not say shitty things about this guy. But I don't know.
Breaks are for.
Yeah, we recorded like 2 songs, 2 of what would be the 6 with him, and then I don't know, they were okay, but then he was like really shitty about scheduling time with us, and then I was like, fuck it. And then I asked Sean of Pterodactyl King, and I'm like, hey, where'd you
Formerly Abstraction.
Formally Abstraction.
Yes.
It's very incestuous here.
Small world.
Very incestuous. Very perverted. So I asked him, like, who recorded your shit, man? And he was like, oh, my guitarist has a studio, and put me in touch, and then those muscles came around the bend.
Yeah, man.
No, it worked out. I mean,
Tag Music Studios is awesome. They have a vocal booth that he built himself in the garage.
And he refuses to wear a shirt, I've heard.
I mean, it's inspiring. It's inspiring. I hit the gym like twice as hard after recording this album. No, but it was cool. Like, he put me in touch with him, and I mean, he got it, and he was fucking awesome about scheduling time with us.
Yeah.
Like, Tim bugged the fuck out of him constantly.
Yeah, because I never think it's perfect. And these guys had to set a deadline on the album because I was going back in every week. I got more shit, AJ. I got more shit to change. Yeah. And I was at a point where I wasn't even adding anything more to the album. I was just getting rid of old shit and replacing it.
Yeah.
Let me just re-record that
Just for
Whitney
fun.
And
Whitney.
one
Oh, it
more
was-
Whitley here.
It was getting out of hand. Yeah, more Whitleys everywhere. Some
Hashtag
diddleys.
Whitley. But he
I had to harmonize something, you know.
But he's a great producer, man. I mean, he's incredible.
Yeah.
And he's such a fucking cool guy.
Yeah.
He's just such a great guy to work with. It was like the most, like, I wanted to just be like, I wish we had 10 more songs to record right now so we can just keep working with you. Because he's that cool.
Yeah.
And he's really talented, yeah.
Well, let's hear a little bit more of his talent with your guys' talent.
That transition
Let's hear
was, what? That's some veteran transition.
That was awesome.
This
Let's
motherfucker
hear
right
another.
here.
Been doing it for 3.5
give
years.
you the
better
VIP
fucking
card.
better have some.
You're the real VIP
VIP
around here,
now.
pal.
Let's play another Hemi song. You want to just go in order the CD?
go in
Yeah,
order,
why
man.
not?
All right,
There's
well,
a theme here.
There we go. The next track, Ashes to Ashes, track number 2 off of Undivided Intentions by Hemi. Let's do it, baby.
Ashes This is not rock and roll. You're goddamn right.
This is the Metal Experience, and now back to Morgan and Luco.
Woo! That was a jam. That was some Hemi with the song "Ashes to Ashes." Woo! We almost got a pit going on in here.
Yeah, you know,
getting a little riled up.
we're trying to speed up our shit in general.
That
So-
song was fucking sweet.
That was an experiment in
And you
speed
you
for
have some
us.
guest vocals on that too.
We do. We didn't mention it beforehand, but that Sean Turnbull of Pterodactyl King, who shares the band with our producer AJ, did that singing vocal intro.
Yeah.
So he was in this, just hanging out in the studio the same day we were laying it down, and we asked him, and he nailed it in a take.
Yeah,
Nice.
it was awesome.
One take.
One take. One and done.
There you go.
That guy was a pro.
We got
One take Turnbull.
There's a yell.
Oh,
One
how did I
take
not
there.
think of that?
There's a yell at the end of everybody yelling ashes to ashes. That features AJ, I think. AJ and
AJ screamed on it.
Nick Michalak, who's our mad scientist of media, who we love. He's on there.
Sean
and,
screamed on it.
Sean Gup's on there.
Gup, we had our drummer who never does any vocal scream
Yeah.
on that.
That's like
so
his
we just
vo-
put
that's his
some-
vocal
Didn't
debut.
open his mouth.
we just did a family
He's like-
family scream, you know.
He just opened his mouth, no noise coming.
Actually, he fucking belted it, man.
Yeah,
we
he did.
couldn't believe it was him. Once he got to that little
Yeah.
vocal booth, he let loose.
It's like that pent up, like, man, I've been wanting to sing something for years, but no, it's cool. So there's a lot of people. Yeah, there's a lot of folks on there.
Well, I know that people have been texting Trent, but you can also call in 773-657-3341. You can talk to all of us. You don't have to just text Trent.
Yeah,
You
he's
know, we're all
something-
nice
just-
people.
these people- these-
773
You guys texting me.
657
As he gets another
3341. What
text.
is going
There we
on
go.
over there?
People are just texting me. I'm fucking telling them to call in.
So, where can everyone find everything that is Hemi and all that good stuff?
Let me handle this here. HemiMusic.com is the brain of the whole thing. You can get links to everything. Twitter.com/HemiMusic, Facebook.com/HemiMusic. But go to the main site. Everything's on the main site. You can purchase it direct from there. The money comes right to us if you want to buy anything, or iTunes and all that jazz. It's not jazz, but all that jazz,
We could do
Jazz
some jazz.
all that thrash.
all that thrash.
I like that.
But yeah, HemiMusic.com it's a great site.
And then, so you guys got your shirts. You know what? It would have been funny if I wore my Hemi shirt.
Yeah, have you made a 3-piece shirt yet?
We got
We
a
do
new
have a
shirt.
new one.
Yeah,
You do?
yeah.
Mhm.
We got.
I've got silhouettes with 4 people. I feel
No,
like
no,
I'm-
yeah.
We have a really cool kind of Grim Reaper looking thing,
It's a
holding
re-
an H.
It's like the Reaper. He's holding the H in his hand, like he's holding our fate in his fucking hand. And it's a great shirt, man. It's awesome. I should have brought.
And we're trying to get some hoodies with the same print too. And we
Nice.
also want to get this amazing Ryan Foster album art as another design. So
We got
people
some-
have actually asked for that. So
We got some merch
we
stuff
got to
coming
stop
out.
slacking.
First quarter of the new year, as the business folks say.
And then you
We're a bunch
always
of-
have your awesome pictures of your stickers on tits.
Yeah, we got a lot of stickers.
We do
on
have a lot of
this.
stickers on even more tits.
Yeah, we got a lot more. I mean, I got tons on my hard drive. My hard drive. But no, we got a lot of
Trent,
cool.
you're a married man.
Not yet, but so I can have pictures of stickers on tits freely. No, she's cool about it though. She's
For
in-
band promotion
She's
purposes
all about
only.
it. She's
It's all
about-
business.
It's all business. She knows. She's cool about that shit. No, it's cool.
We just have to convince the girls that it's all business.
All business and pleasure. Some pleasure. But no, it's good. It's cool. Yeah, we got some merch. We're
Some
gonna
pain
design
for
it all.
Trent.
Yeah. But yeah, we're gonna design some more shit. Have it out in the next couple months.
Now, some shows. You guys got any shows coming up?
Right now, we got we took January off. January, February, we're kind of off to write some. We're starting to write new shit because we got this stuff out. It's done. We got to start getting the arsenal ready. So right now, I booked March. We got March. We got Friday the 13th. Booked at Debonair Social Club.
Woo.
Never played there before.
Nor have I.
Sounds fancier than I'm sure it is.
Absolutely.
Get there, the walls are falling down.
Yeah.
The debonair.
Have you guys been there?
That's how they get you.
No, I've heard of it. Sounds
Heard of it.
classy.
Debonair Social Club.
Drink some martinis.
Yeah. Sounds way too classy though. But it's right across the street from the Double Door. For all you locals out there.
Which I've never been to the Double
Yeah.
Door either.
That's the
Really?
subterranean in the.
Say what?
Yeah, there's
The
so many
irony.
places we haven't been.
There's,
in.
but there's so many places in
Yeah.
Chicago.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
like,
surprised.
I mean, I've been to.
We're in the burbs. We
I've
don't
been
know the
to-
city.
Oh, yeah.
I've been to a lot of places a lot of times though. Like,
Like the Brower House.
Like the Brower House. I've
Yeah,
been there.
plug that before
Like-
you forget.
The former Ye Old Town Inn.
Yep.
Jesus.
I love going to new venues though. Everyone I go to, just always a new experience.
I'm going to the Gast House on
Saturday?
The Saturday.
Aren't you
24th?
playing the Ghost
I
House?
am. That's why I'll be there.
Look at this
With
guy.
my new cool band. Sorry.
I thought this was our time.
Yeah, that's all your time.
I mean, you're plugging your shit on our
But
time.
I'm just saying that's
starting
a
to
new-
feel a little violated.
A new place I've never been to. That. Have you guys ever been
No,
to
I've
the
never
Gast
been there.
House?
No.
I've never even heard of it.
And where is that?
Sounds like a,
Elgin?
See, I know city venues. I don't know suburban venues.
it sounds like
at
a
all.
fancy dinner place. The
Yeah,
Ghost
I
House.
have no idea.
Dinner at the Ghost House.
It's when you said the Brower House, it's like, oh yeah.
All these
'Cause-
houses.
Have you ever been to the old Brower House?
I played the old Brower House before it burned down.
As did I.
Yeah.
A couple of times.
I like the old Brower House.
Yeah, it was sweet.
That was a cool place.
We used to, well, not all the time. We used to sneak beer in, because you could just walk out like the back
Yeah.
and bring like a case of beer and just kind of hide it under your table. And I remember one time we were drinking Budweisers the whole night, and they didn't even serve Budweisers. Like they didn't have Budweiser in the bar, and we're drinking cans of Budweiser. Then we just kept throwing the empties on the ground so no one would see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that place. That
We
place
sell
was the shit.
Budweiser now?
Yeah, and it's kind of going to be full circle. Now I'm playing. So I told everyone I'm playing. I played the old Brower House.
Yeah.
Now I'm playing the new Brower House. I'm retiring.
Yeah.
There we go. I'm
Done it all. Yeah.
Life complete. I'm done.
Just epic death on stage and
Yeah,
everything.
there we go.
So the reason why your drummer didn't make it tonight is
He's
well,
a-
we like to say he got lost.
Oh,
You've got a
yeah.
story
Tell
to
us-
tell
tell
about
the story.
this.
He got lost on the way to practice last week. I mean, this dude drives to the same place once a week, and then all of a sudden he's not at practice, and we call him, and he's like on the other side of the fucking city.
We've been at this
Like,
new
dude, I'm
studio. We've been at this new studio for 2.5 years, right? Every week we go to this place. It's
And he
fun.
comes from the same place, right?
Come-
Every single week.
Same route.
For him, it's one highway, one exit, take a left. It's easy.
Does he have dementia now?
I mean, he did a lot of drugs in the 90s. In the 90s, he did a lot of drugs. They started to catch up later.
Maybe that's what. Okay.
But no,
I'm
listen.
not
So
gonna say anything now.
he ended like our studio's right by Kuma's, like the original Kuma's. And he ended up at like California and Grand, like West Side. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, where are you? And he's like, oh, I'm at California and Grand. I'm like, we're at California and Belmont. Like, that's where you have to be. That's way more north. Like, how the hell does that happen? And it was like a 30-minute excursion how to get him back. I'm like, GPS it. I don't know what to tell you. So he finally made it. But
Oh my god.
but
What
Tim's
was his
like,
reason? He was just like, I don't know.
he got off on the wrong exit and then just kept going, man.
Just followed his.
Normally you'd like, I'll go back.
turn
you know,
around
turn
and backtrack. It's like, I've gone too far.
I can't make
Yeah.
it practice, guys. I can't take this drive.
I love him
I
though.
don't know where I'm going.
It's stuff like that. that
This
makes me
road
love him.
only goes straight, so I'm just gonna keep going straight.
Oh my
He's,
god.
he's a character. He's like such a character. That's the best part. He doesn't even mean to do it. But he's like the most awesome guy.
Let's not forget that he's an amazing drummer, and he's our fucking drummer, which is awesome.
That's why I love him, man. He's like the one guy. Like he's been there. Me and him have been the only two original members the whole time. There's been 10 fucking people in this band over 12 years.
Oh my god.
Woo! He's the only original guy with me left, and it's awesome. But he's such a loyal guy. Like he's amazing. And so I'll take shit like that because like man, I can't buy that loyalty, but I can't buy stories like that. That's a great story. I got one more about Gub I gotta tell because I always want to tell this one on the air.
Yes.
We're playing Livewire one time, and he did some crazy drum solo, and it
Is
was
this
like
during the clown porn?
no, it's a different show, and he's flying off some fucking solo. I was like, yeah, let's hear it for Gup, and 'cause not many guys named Guppy out there, and I'm like, let's hear it for Gup. And then some guy goes, hey, that guy fucked my sister. And I was like, that guy what? He's like, that guy fucked my... we had a big crowd that night. It was dark. They had, and I was like, man, that's fucking crazy. And then Gup's like, holy shit. He looks
That's
up. He's
exactly how he sounds.
like, holy shit. And he's like, what the fuck said that? Turns out, he really did fuck that guy's sister. Like,
Shit, bro.
because like my reaction, I thought the guy was bullshit. And I'm like, oh, you might have. The 90s are really good to this guy, And then it turns he talks to him later on, and he finds out who his sister is. And his sister's a chick we all knew in high school, and it's like, you did, I'm like, holy shit, you fucked her? I was like, wow, that's fucking nuts. And he's like, I don't know how he found me, bro. I'm like, that's crazy. But it was fucking.
Who would say that though? Like, that guy fucked my sister.
It was literally like everybody's like, yeah. That guy fucked my sister. I was like, come on. It was great.
Oh my god.
But like the way he looked up from, holy fuck. But it was all true. Totally worked. Tell me, man. That guy's got some great, one hell of a life.
Oh my goodness.
Hell of a life.
Well, let's hear some of his drummage work. Let's play the next Hemi track on the.
This is a great song to
on the,
showcase his drumming.
Undivided Intentions. Let's do the song, the next on the CD, Dust to Dust. Woo!
assembled a collection of bands who have drummers.
Or do magic.
Oh, it's easy if you try, Dick.
Now sit back and listen.
We are back. I'm Morgan Danielle with Luco Blaze. Danny's on board tonight.
That guy, Danny.
our sound guy, Rabbi Dave, isn't here, and that guy Bill is nowhere to be found.
Yeah, what happened to those fools?
Bill is.
That's why I hate websites.
Doing training for work, and Dave is getting back from Tennessee tomorrow or Wednesday.
Ooh, he's still out of town.
Yeah.
Motherfucker's on vacation.
Vacation.
Well, rock and roll.
So here we are.
Well, we got
with
Danny.
Hemi.
We got Danny and Hemi rocking it. That last track we just heard was Dust to Dust.
You notice the transition there.
Yeah, ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
We planned that.
Now, what were those
I had no
two?
idea.
What was that about?
So ashes to ashes, feeding off the theme of the cunt X.
Woo!
Amen, brother. Amen.
Ashes to ashes is about actually going through and killing her.
This one's for you, bitch.
We're gonna go ahead and call the CD a concept album.
It was conceptual.
Did a lot of thinking about this one, didn't you, Trent?
Every song deals with a form of death and dying, which is it's just some shit. It just kind of ended up that way.
I wonder what the next song is about.
It's a little deeper than that, though.
Yeah.
We got a story going here, somewhat.
So then, ashes to ashes. Then what was Dust to Dust?
Dust to dust is like it's almost like the repent of going through and doing all that. You're like, I really was pissed. I'm fucking kill this bitch, but god damn it, like
You're
maybe I'm
going
regretting
to
it.
stab her
You can
with
make this sound
steak.
so much deeper than you are, Trent.
Go ahead. Why don't you take it?
So after which one are we on? Dust to Dust.
Yeah.
We have Driven to Kill, which is when he realizes that
She's a vampire
I'm
and
a
he can stick her
monster,
through
and
the
this is
heart.
who I am.
Yeah.
You know. And then track 5, we have Premeditate, when he's going through this mind change and realizing this is who he is, and he's premeditating, he's acting out the final act, and then we go into the final song, which is the grand finale.
Which is Larry's song.
Yes,
Yeah,
and
who's Larry?
this whole story is based.
Let's wait till we get to Larry's song.
The suspense is killing me, Trent.
We still have a couple of tracks to talk about yet,
Okay.
but we'll get there. We got story time. It's still coming up. It's only 9:00.
That was the most you're getting out of me tonight, by the way, what I just said. I really put a lot of thought into that.
But no, it's it's conceptualized. It's the acceptance. It's the regret. It's the it's the act. It's the it's various concepts of action. You could say of pertaining to the torment of a guy's mind. Who's a guy who's mind fucked, and he's going through these different levels of hate and anger and emotion, feeling all these different things. And as the story goes along, he kind of like. He starts one place and he ends up in another, and he just keeps gradually progressing. He has that moment of regret, where Dust to Dust comes in. He's regretting. He's like, maybe I don't want to be this terrible person that I am. But then he comes to a point where he accepts it, and he goes along with the fact that yes, this is who I am. This is who I'm meant to be, and I'm meant to be a piece of shit. And I'm gonna go
That fucking bitch cunt!
But no, like that's in a silly way. That's how it is. It's one character's emotional mind torment, through himself, basically.
So and through the 6 CD, so those first 5 songs, and then once you get the Larry song, you're just like, "Yo, Larry, this one's for you."
Not necessarily, but again, we'll get to Larry's song.
Not necessarily.
It was inspired by, and it's crescendos at the end there. We'll get there.
Crescendos.
Nice word. Nice
I
word.
like that.
Actually, there isn't literal crescendo in the intro, which
There
is why
is.
he's saying that.
That's why if you wait patiently, you'll get
Sorry,
there.
it's tough.
I know, I understand.
Well, we'll distract you. I've got a question for Tim, since you are the newest member in Hemi.
Yes.
Yeah, make
What
this
are
guy
some
talk.
of your influences as a guitar player that you brought into the band to help them evolve?
Yeah, well, I would say that Hemi's sound did change a bit since before I was in the band. I would say they were more classic metal. Does that sound right, Trent? Yeah. More classic thrashy kind of. I joined and I brought a little more of the new school edge to it, I think, with some newer bands. I'm definitely influenced more by like melodic death metal, stuff like that. Some more, I guess, proggy stuff too. I'm all over the place, really hardcore. But yeah, I think they changed a bit in sound. Trent, I don't know what you think.
Well, if you just look at the songs we introed the show with, it was like Manowar and Revocation. Perfect example of who we are.
Yeah.
That sums it up. It's like we found the middle ground between the two, and it's awesome. Like if you listen to some, I'd love to play at some point when we release the B-sides and demos of these songs with the old lineups. You can hear what the other members, like how he wrote them out with like an older influence, and then what he did to them with some of those whittlas and high scales and weird sounds.
Yeah, essentially it's just it's an old school metal album with a new school sound.
Yeah.
I love great production in my metal, like Silosis we've heard earlier. I love great production in metal. I don't like bands that sound like they recorded in their bathtub. Some people do, but hey, each his own. So yeah, that's the kind of the sound we were going for. So I think we nailed it.
And then our producer was awesome. I mean, as we mentioned earlier, like his concept for production was exactly where we needed it to be. So I definitely want to plug him though, because if anybody needs to record an album, they should go to Tag Music Studios, located in Lombard, Illinois.
Oh, Lombard,
right by the
Lombard.
Yorktown Mall, right?
Yep.
Get all Yorktown Mall.
Unincorporated.
Unincorporated Lombard, Illinois. Other side of the airport. Nice and west.
I'm losing my voice now. What were some of your influences growing up for you to pick up guitar?
Well, actually, I was a classical piano player.
Nerd. Fucking nerd.
Hey, man. I don't even got to come back right now.
He took that way too seriously.
I took that too seriously. No. I started classical piano in like first grade or so. I took lessons all the way through high school. I did jazz band actually and jazz combo along with classical, and then in college I was a music minor with classical stuff. I picked up guitar in like 8th grade or so, but I was playing all the same old bullshit that every beginning guitarist plays. Back in Black and all those riffs.
Enter Sandman.
Enter Sandman. Everybody plays
Guitar
that
Center
one.
on a Saturday morning, like 15 guitars going. Bullshit, same old fucking nonsense. Like, look at this, I'm gonna fucking get laid at school now because I can play Enter Sandman, you know.
And nowadays, when I walk into a Guitar Center, I'm like, I don't want to be that guy anymore. So I just get in and get out.
Look at me, man. I can do Ride the Lightning, man. I'm fucking cool.
But yeah,
now it is.
Oh yeah.
There's a Sam Ash in Lombard somewhere, right?
There is.
There's
Yeah.
and a guitar center.
Walk in there on a
there's
Saturday.
a Guitar Center there too.
How many Metallica songs can you count when you walk into a Guitar Center?
I actually got my ESP that I use on that album, the rhythm guitar on that album from that Lombard Sam Ash.
There you go. Full circle. And he was in a jazz band, so we full circled that from earlier. My earlier comment of all that jazz band. We planned all that.
So
That's how you become a VIP.
before
Nice.
Abstraction,
Veteran.
Yeah.
you were doing jazz band stuff.
No, that was just all through school, and I just kept up with piano afterwards.
So
But
was it-
I started Abstraction after I finished school, so I mean that was really my first band writing our own music. I was in some college like house party bands, just doing covers. We had a great vocalist actually who was a really goofy guy, and he would do imitations of every band we played.
That's awesome.
He would do a perfect Eddie Vedder, perfect. I don't even remember what we played. We did like the Darkness. We did all kinds of shit, but every single one he nailed the vocals. And but we just played a lot of house parties. But yeah, Abstraction was my first band with original written material, which felt awesome to record.
And how long were you in Abstraction?
I think it was 2 years. I can't remember honestly, maybe a little more. But we played a lot of shows in that time. We were doing weekly shows for a while. Hemi usually sticks to around one show a month. It's a nice rhythm we got going.
Don't
Keep it
want
interesting.
to oversaturate the
Yeah,
the market.
yeah.
We went hard like earlier in our younger days when I wore a younger man's clothes, but we went really hard at one time every weekend. But then you start really, people don't want to come out all that often. So you build up to the one or two a month, and you get more people to come out.
Yeah, and I could notice the
Veteran
difference
move.
doing the monthly shows. I noticed the difference, but
So then, how long were you and Hemi before you guys played your first show with him?
Oh, we did like the first one in like a month.
yeah,
And we
yeah. Ultra Lounge.
No, I was Ultra Lounge.
Ultra Lounge.
Yeah. We played with Pale Horse Named Death with all the typo negative like guys who
Nice.
got basically whoever's still alive.
Yeah, it was
Half
pretty
their
cool.
band. They were cool as fuck.
Very cool people
Yeah.
too, actually.
Yeah. Everyone's like, oh yeah, you guys sold like 8 million albums. Hi.
What
I've
is their
sold
band
it.
called?
Pale Horse Named Death.
And they're all dudes from
It's
Type
all
One-
it's all the leftover typo negative guys, like a new singer and maybe another guitar player. Yeah.
Yeah,
They were cool. Like they were super cool.
And that was your first show.
that
Yeah.
was my first show with Hemi. Yeah,
It went good. It went really good.
yeah.
It was a little poetic because the Ultra Lounge was where we played our last show with the guy he replaced. So then it was his first show. So it was
And then I believe they closed right after our show.
and they closed.
That's it. We're done.
That says something too.
And Tim has
Hemi's
played
played
here.
here,
Now
we
we
can
can close.
Yeah. I missed that place though. You
The
guys
place
been
was
there?
great.
Where was it?
Ultra Lounge.
Ultra Lounge closed?
Yeah.
We
Yep.
saw Rivers and Nile there.
I actually saw Revocation there with Cannabis Corpse opening. Great show.
Ultra Lounge.
We saw
Right by
Rivers
the
and Nile
Congress
before
Theater.
they got signed.
Oh, yeah, we've
Cataplexy
seen
and Air Raid.
Cataplexy, yeah. We've seen
It was a cool-
Arbor
it was a cool
Assault
venue.
there.
It was a
We've
cool
seen
venue.
Miles from Exile there. We've seen.
Air Raid. I saw Air Raid there once.
It was a cool venue.
We went there once. Oh, maybe you you probably saw it because I was parking the car that one day. Oh,
It was her car. I was like, fuck, I'm missing the
over
set.
there.
So I'm like, I'm going to go in. Good luck, park the car, and see you later.
Yeah.
And yeah, I didn't miss anything. And it was
now
sweet.
I know why you love this man.
And Morgan missed like the whole entire set. It was like, hey, sorry, but it was
It took
sweet.
me an hour to find parking.
That's not my fault.
It really isn't his fault.
I couldn't help that. But all I knew was that I really wanted to see the band that was playing, and they were playing right now. And it's like, I could watch them right now, or I could be in the car with you, and we can yell at each other because we can't find a parking space.
Fucking hate coming to the city, man.
Or I could go inside and watch the set, and I was like, peace. And it was sweet. So I'm sorry, yeah, but it was worth it.
Everything worked out. You're both here.
And then
now.
we're here. We're here.
We were over there. Now we're over here.
We were
Did
there, and now we're
you
here. And then
have a story you want to tell about your production or somebody, Nick, something?
Oh, talk
Wasn't
about
there a story?
You want to talk about Nick?
Was there a story?
A story?
I thought
Nick
that's what
Nick
you had
also
said.
hates parking in the city.
Nick is our videographer.
He's listening
Doesn't.
right now, and he'll remember this time that he really got angry about parking by the live wire. I'll never forget that story, Nick.
He's
I know
sitting
you're
at his
listening to this.
radio right now, like, "Oh, you motherfucker!"
He was really fucking angry that day. But he's a suburban guy too. Hates parking in the city. It's second nature to us, A couple of city slickers like us.
Yep.
Well, you know what?
All of Hemi is born and raised in Chicago.
Just
Proud to
for
say it.
Oh yeah.
just for Nick, why don't we play the song "Driven to Kill"?
fucking guy.
I mean, it works perfectly.
Son of a bitch.
He was driven
I
to
swear to
kill,
God.
just so angry.
You know what? Q.
Let's do it. Driven to Kill by Hemi.
God, what a fact.
Woo!
Voices in my head telling me what to say. Demons follow me on the light, darkness of day. Awaken in the night with intentions of pain.
I expect that type of language at Denny's, but not here. Well, that's too freaking bad. You hear me?
Because we're throwing it back to Morgan and Luco on the Metal Experience.
Woo! And we just heard another track from Hemi off the Undivided Intentions CD. The song was Driven to Kill, and that one went out to Nick, who
hates driving.
Angry driver in the city.
Angry driver in the city.
Driven to kill.
We love that guy.
So you said this Nick character who doesn't like driving in the city and or parking in the city. He's
our mad scientist of media. That's what I like to call
What
him.
exactly does that entail? What does he do?
He does video, he does audio, he does graphic design. Like he did the layout. Like he took the artwork like in the booklet and stuff. He laid it all out, made it all fucking awesome. Like he's the man when it comes to like taking us to that next level of like professionalism and like making us look credible. You know, he's that polishing touch. I always say he's like the unofficial member. Like we always.
He's the fourth member.
He's the fourth. He used to be the fifth. Now he's unofficial. He's the fourth member. So
he moved down a slot.
He moved down a slot.
Big day for him.
Yeah,
Moving
but no,
on
he's.
up.
Listen, that guy's been a godsend to us. Like what he's done for us has been just I can't even measure it.
How do you compensate? Tacos?
Tacos,
Actually,
yeah. Actually,
Taco Bell's
yeah.
our go-to, yeah.
Taco Bell. I usually buy him Taco Bell whenever he's in town.
There you go. When he's in town.
He's in Tinley Park, so whenever he comes there, yeah.
You get him Taco Bell yet? There was an article of the 17 best taco places in Chicago. Why aren't you taking him to that?
Yeah.
Taco Bell, give him the
Taco Bell's
shits.
cheap.
Congratulations!
I love Taco Bell, man.
Here's
Me
your
too.
diarrhea for the
Are you
week.
kidding me? I love Taco Bell.
We used to religiously eat at Taco
That's because
Bell.
you were drunk and wanted the
Oh, I
1
was
o'clock in
always
the
drunk.
morning stops.
Always.
Dude, yeah. I don't
It was okay to
disagree
some
with this.
point, but then the next morning I get texts from him going, "I'm not feeling so well. I've taken 2 shits already."
Yeah. Like
well,
before,
then we'll
like,
stop going to Taco
before
Bell
like
at 1
10
in the
a.m., I'm
morning.
like 4 shits in. It's like, yeah.
That's when you're like sitting on a toilet, you're like rubbing your thighs, pleading with your
Yeah.
asshole to stop.
So one night when he
God.
was super drunk, he's like, "So if I ever tell you go to Taco Bell, no matter what I say, you're not to go there." And I'm like, "Okay."
And we
So I
still did a
stopped.
couple of times.
We did because you got super angry at me and
But
started
you know what?
yelling at me.
I don't know if many people can say this, but I've tried every single item on the Taco Bell menu.
Me too.
Not yet.
I read something.
Takes a real man to do
Yeah.
shit like
I
that.
read an article where a guy went to Taco Bell and got one of each item, and it totaled to about $38.
It's amazing.
That's it?
Yep, that's it.
That's America.
Well, all right then.
Ain't that America?
Yeah,
That's pretty
tried
amazing.
tried
Home of the
everything on
free.
the Taco
Well, not
Bell.
now.
Even the stuff that's not on the menu. I'm like, hey man, give me a chili cheese burrito because that's not on the menu anymore. But you can still order
Hidden
that
menu.
shit. Yeah.
yeah, but you haven't tried it now. You haven't been there in like.
If I go to
8
Taco
months.
Bell, I'll probably get a chili cheese burrito. Just,
You haven't
know.
tried the breakfast stuff.
I
you
definitely
know what?
haven't.
I
haven't
have
been
not
there.
tried the breakfast. I'm not
All right.
up early enough.
I'm not. That's newer Taco Bell. I kind of stopped eating Taco Bell quite a while ago.
I don't get anything but the straight up crispy taco. I don't venture away from it. That's all I need in my life. 5 crispy tacos.
Basic bitch over here.
And some Baja Blast.
You're making me hot and bothered. Getting me hot and
I
bothered
think we
over
should
here.
go to Taco Bell on the after the post show here. We should go to Taco Bell.
What's been a highlight moment since you've joined the band, Tim? Been your favorite show or your favorite moment with the guys?
Well, we got nominated for this Chicago Independent Music Awards thing that was put on. It was at the Field Museum. It was pretty cool, and it was like right after I joined the band.
Just walking into success.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I attributed nothing to this, but thank you. I will take your award.
At that point, we were playing shows, but we hadn't released any new music yet with me on it. So, but it was really cool. There was like people taking photos. And there was this award show.
It was literally like there was at one point there was like 100 photographers taking pictures of us. And
What? This was at the Field Museum.
It was at the Field Museum, and they had multiple categories.
When was this?
This was last.
This was shit. I want to
last winter,
say.
I think.
Yeah. When was that Christmas? I think it was
winter of
April,
2013?
maybe March or
I don't
April.
know.
March or April of last
2014?
year. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we were labeled in best rock. I mean, it was that broad of
Yeah.
genres. They had everything from like gospel to country to everything. So we were actually one of maybe 2 metal bands repping in there. It was big categories, like 15
very,
bands
very
each,
broad.
10 to 15.
So it was-
So a lot of people get included.
So we didn't win, but it was a great experience. I
Yeah,
mean,
it was
like,
cool.
You guys went to it too?
Yep,
yeah, we
went to
attended.
it.
It was like a whole thing. Like we attended as a red carpet. You stand against a backdrop, and you get tons of people taking pictures.
That's awesome.
I mean, it was.
I've never heard of this. This is.
It
Is
really
it
didn't
every-
give a matter if it was good or bad.
Is it every year?
Because there was an open
They
bar.
were
before
trying to make it
started.
every year. I think they got one of the things. I think it grew too quick. Like they really went overboard with themselves. But I think they're They're skipping this year. They're gonna come back next year, I believe.
That's cool.
But it was like I'll show you guys a picture afterwards. Like it was just nuts.
Do you guys remember who the other metal band was? That was
Was it
Four Without.
for yeah.
Without.
Yeah.
The number 4.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're
The chick singer?
yeah,
Yep,
yeah.
I
I
grew-
believe they're Russian.
I grew up.
Yeah.
No,
She Russian?
no. Oh, her maybe. But I grew up with the drummer Josh Rockel was in that band. So
They're cool guys though. Like they're
didn't even know he was in the band until this
Until the
award
award
show.
show, yeah.
And
What
I've
are you
grown up with my
doing
whole
here?
life. I just haven't talked to him in a long time.
They're
So then,
nice.
how did you guys find out you were in this? Did you guys have to submit music, or you were just?
We didn't submit anything. The one of the promoters for it like contacted us and said, "You guys have been nominated for this award." And we like.
And you're like,
No idea how they found out.
Who are you?
No idea how they looked
I mean,
for
you know,
music.
you
no
guys
idea.
seen it. Like a lot of bands, probably if they listen, they know that there's all this shit that scams out there. Like, oh, you've been nominated for, hey, you won this thing and
Yeah.
Battle of the Bands and fucking all this shit. You're gonna headline the goddamn, United Center and all that. Like, they all that. But we thought it was one of those things. But then when I talked to the guy, and they legit had like, we went to a meeting at Joe's on Weed Street. They did like a whole like nominees dinner. And like, if you're not, and they like told you, it was almost like a dress rehearsal for how the award show's gonna go. I'm like, this is legit shit. Like, I mean, we go and like we get the lowdown on the whole thing. We ask
You get
questions.
free dinner?
We get free dinner? I think we had to buy.
No, we had open bar though beforehand.
Yeah.
Oh, there you
Open
go.
bar.
I got nice and good for it.
Yeah, it was cool. I mean, and then-
Everyone's all ham boned, and they're like, "All right, now everyone, try to remember what we're going over." And
yeah, it was cool.
Yeah.
I mean, it was.
Did you guys drive up in a limo?
No,
No, we rode up on our.
we rode up in our own cars.
I think a couple bands did like rent the limo and like big shot it.
What was
but-
the name of the jazzy band? They were really cool. Honey and the 45s. This
Yeah.
other band. They're actually
They're-
they just played the Metro a few weeks ago.
I think they're from Naperville or something.
I'm gonna throw them out there just because they played. A
Yeah.
lot of bands played too during this thing. On the
I mean, it was like a
stage.
Grammys kind of like
but
an
these
independent
guys
Grammy
were
Awards.
awesome.
Yeah. But no, they were a good band. Like it was cool. It was like like you could tell it was like their first time doing it. It was like a big thing, but it definitely was a lot of fun. They had a lot of cool stuff going on.
But for me, my favorite thing of all is just releasing this album because I've never really recorded anything that got released before. So this is a big deal for me right here. Other people have been doing this shit for years, but
Even with Abstraction, you never.
we did release like an EP, but it was nothing official.
It was never
we never
commercial,
had
yeah.
never commercial. So those tracks are for ourselves.
Listen, what was funny about this one, the day after release, it was already being pirated on the Russian fucking website.
Really?
The next day. It was like released on the 26th.
Yeah, it was kind of weird.
24th.
Who released it?
I don't know. But
Just one of those blogs that post music illegally, you know.
Like, it was on like 3 Russian download sites, like, new Hemi album, free download. I'm like, fuck. Didn't even
Yeah.
get a chance to make any money on this.
That's when I said we made it.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. It's still kind of cool. It's like, whoa, people are illegal. We're
Next
that
day.
band. People are illegally downloading our stuff.
It was the next
We're like
fucking day.
Metallica.
Yeah, it was awesome. I mean, I was like,
I'm all
that's
for
pretty
it.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, he loved it. He was like,
Steal
yeah,
our
that's fucking
shit.
great. Steal it. It was cool though. But no, it's cool. We got some press from metalunderground.com. Gave us a nice
Nice.
plug for it, and we got some reviews coming up for it, and like the Illinois Entertainer and whatnot. So no, but it was fun. Like it had a really good response. That's why.
Yeah.
I was like super proud of it. It's been like it's the best work I've ever been a part of. Not to discredit the other 2 albums, but it's an amazing piece of work, and I'm happy. Like I felt really just proud of it.
Now, speaking of the other 2 albums, can people still get those?
They can still get them.
And what were those 2 called? The first one, and then the second one was a live one.
Yeah, first one's Fire in the Sky, and the second one is The Chosen Ones, and it's a live album. But yeah, they're still both available. HemiMusic.com. I got a deal going on. If you buy this new one, I'll throw you the live album for free.
Boom.
Nice.
Why not? Just take it.
And when you had the CD release show, did you have your Catwoman chick show up?
Kat did not show up. She was MIA. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
she was not there.
Wasn't there wearing her little meow ears?
No,
I have
she
yet
was-
to meet her.
He has not met her.
I got
Yeah.
to meet one former member of Hemi at the release party, which
Yeah.
is pretty cool.
Wait, who is this cat character?
Remember the
She was the guitarist on
They
the
had-
first album. Yeah.
remember she used to wear like cat stuff.
She's a cute chick. We tried really marketing the band around her at one point, like around 2010-ish. We were like, 2009. We were like, it was like me. The lineup was me, Kat, Gup, and Mr. Matt, and we were like, me and Mr. Matt talked, and we're like, why don't we, like, we'll sell this on her because people love looking at a hot chick in a band, and it's cool.
This guy.
Yeah, but like, I mean, it was like it's something to sell it on, but she wasn't going for it. But Then she got pissed when when we didn't do it. She got upset with us. I'm like, we were trying to fucking make you the centerpiece of the band, but whatever.
Guess not.
Guess not. Then
Look
she
what
left.
you could have been a part of.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Well, why don't we go ahead and play another Hemi track?
We can just bleed the last 2 tracks into each other.
Well, if that's the case, then I want to save them.
Oh, okay.
Then
That
why
works. That
Why
works.
don't we go ahead and play the unsigned band pick of the week then? Because then I want to play this close to the end. I
And
forgot we were,
with the
we were
story?
putting the 2. Yes,
with the story.
all that together.
All right.
All right. Well, sorry, but
No.
all right. Well,
Yeah.
all right,
Moving
well,
on.
moving on. Works for
Moving
me.
on.
Now it's time for
Hey man, look what I found.
Only on the Metal Experience.
Oh man, this week we have from Maidstone, Kent, England, the band Near Ruin with the song No End off the CD No End. Let's go ahead and play that track.
And now a word from D. Reitz of One Steel Wound.
Spoken poetry for the metal experience. Eat my cock, eat my cock. Don't spit on it, that ain't classy. Eat my cock, oh won't you eat my cock? No handies, let's get nasty. Eat my ass, stir it with your hands. Eat my ass, spread brown, take me to class. You're listening to the metal experience.
That was awesome.
Every time. That
What was that?
Dan.
I mean, I know I'm the one that played it, but what was
that? Was Dan.
That was Dan from One Steel Wound. You'll meet him next week. They'll be back for
You
their
just came
third
in here one
time.
day and it was in the system.
Yeah.
There's a lot of woos going on.
One Steel Wounds.
Yeah.
One Steel Wounds with us
You a Ric
next week.
Flair guy?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we watched that last night at wrestling.
Oh,
and
very
I was
nice,
Like,
very
now I
nice.
know where he's getting it.
We were going back and forth between the Bulls game and some wrestling, and they're talking to
You guys know about
Hogan.
me and
So anyway, we just heard some Near Ruin from Maidstone, Kent, England, with the song No End off the CD No End. Check them out.
So do we give it like a thumbs up or a thumbs down or what?
Yeah, what'd you give it?
I gave it a major thumbs up. That was pretty awesome. I love that. I just
How
mentioned,
awesome was it that you chose something that had piano in it?
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
bugging out by all the piano in that song. Pretty
He
much
loves
straight through the whole
piano.
thing. That was awesome.
Rock and roll. Yeah, check them out on Facebook. Near Ruin, Near, and the word ruin, Ruin. Check them out.
they're almost ruined.
I am Luco Blaze with Morgan Danielle. We got the ever beautiful Danny sitting across from us, rocking the board, and we are here still with Hemi,
here.
rocking out. But
Trent
Hemi,
and Tim, TNT.
Hemi, Trent, you are a huge wrestling fan. We were just
Gigantic.
talking about some wrestling.
He's wrestling in a
you got
couple
some.
weeks,
you
right?
got some pictures up of you with some wrestlers.
Several. I do. I'm sure
A
you guys.
luchador mask?
I have 3 in my possession.
I have one.
Oh, yeah, we should have done the show in lucha.
Yeah,
masks.
right?
That would have been
Next
fun.
time.
Next time,
Yeah,
I'm
next
bringing
time.
it. I'll wear it.
I'm down. No, I'm a huge wrestling nerd. I love it. We actually, it's a funny thing you mentioned this. We're working with AAW Wrestling. They're a independent. They're like the biggest one in the Midwest, basically biggest like indie league in the Midwest. They're going to be using some tracks off of this album.
Woo!
They just got a TV show on Matty G TV, which is a Roku channel, and it's also on YouTube. But they're going to be using some of these tracks for
Nice.
You said
AAW. So
AAW. What does that stand for?
All American Wrestling. So it's aawrestling.com. But no, they're awesome. Like, yeah, for any wrestling nerds out there, pretty much if you watch Ring of Honor, you'll know some of the guys who are in AAW.
And then Hemi breaks into Roku.
Yeah, but that's cool because they have a Roku show. You know, it's like they're in season 2 now, 2 or 3, and that's for we're going to be featured in some of the promo videos, the entrance song here and there. So
Last time you were on, you were talking about something was being played on a wrestling, or some wrestler was coming out to your music, or what was it?
we were working with there's a company called Dragon Gate USA. They're out of they're a Japanese company, but they have like a US affiliate. They were evaluating some of the stuff, which was an older demo of some old stuff that, like, I think it was Dust to Dust, but it was in the older version. So we have to get the new stuff now. They're gonna check this version out. But yeah, we were in like works with them, and then I was like, well, we're gonna probably re-record that, so we kind of put it on hold for then. But we still got the door open there.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now, Morgan said you're a wrestler?
No.
Oh, it's
I
like,
thought you-
holy
No,
shit.
I thought you said you had like a match or something.
No, I'm
That's-
going
oh.
to see some. I go all the time, and I'm sure you see it on the old Facebook there.
The old updates?
The old updates. I'm always hanging out with some wrestlers. But they're cool. I got some good friends
Who
who are doing
was
it.
the most recent?
I met Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's old school.
Very old school. I met him in Wisconsin a couple weeks ago.
That's badass.
That was awesome. Super fanboy moment. Ricky Steamboat, oh my god. Pretty cool.
Woo!
Nice to meet you, sir.
Yeah. How you doing,
How you doing?
Mr. Steamboat?
It's an honor to meet you. Inside, I'm like, oh yeah, this is the greatest day of my life.
I was never even really into wrestling at all, and then I met Trent, and his entire posse of friends are all huge wrestling fans.
Yeah.
So this is a whole new experience for me. I was into it a little bit when I was a kid, but kind of got out of it pretty fast. So
Do you just hang out in your basement, and while you guys are watching it, you're doing wrestling moves on each other and throwing the popcorn? And
That's how the last 20 years of my life had gone. Pretty much.
cushion fights.
Yeah, what were the wrestling the stuffed and not stuffed animal like
Oh, the
I
Wrestle
actually
Buddies.
thought of that
Wrestle
right away.
Buddies.
The Wrestle
Wrestle
Buddies.
Buddies, yeah.
I have Big Boss Man
Do you?
on my bed.
Still have him?
Yeah, I actually just got him
It
recently.
just looks like a police
Collector's
officer
item.
sitting on the
Yeah,
bed.
Big Boss
It's
Man.
weird.
Then we made a ring for like turnbuckles, and we like put a bunch of towels together for the ropes.
in the band studio or in the band room.
No,
or in
just-
your-
I have no idea what he's
Why
talking
have
about.
you guys not made a ridiculous wrestling music video?
I don't know.
Of you guys dressed up as like your own wrestlers and then
Stuck Mojo had a wrestling
Yeah, they
video.
did.
They played in the ring while wrestlers were, doing
No,
Stuck Mojo became Fozzy. That's what it was.
I meant like they
Really?
just make
That-
this ridiculous.
Fozzy is Stuck
music
Mojo,
video.
yeah.
What?
Because Chris
Fozzy.
Fozzy.
What?
I never
the
knew that either.
fuck?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Fozzy.
Because I really like Stuck Mojo, but I really don't like Fozzy.
They're kind of different. I mean,
They're
Fozzy.
really different.
That's
I
the
don't
whole
like Fozzy
wrestling
either.
connection came in because Chris Jericho was a
Oh,
wrestler,
Chris Jericho.
sings for Fozzy, and he was Stuck Mojo was huge wrestling fans. They all met when that video was filmed, and then
man, I bumped John Cena's
Rising.
album all day, all
The
night.
song Rising, right?
Rising, yeah, that was it. That was a cool video though.
Yeah. I have that album. I have all their albums.
Stuck Mojo is.
I
now
have
Fozzy.
that. That's the one with the wrestling belt on it, right? I think
Yes.
that's the one I bought too.
Oh, we got Billy Corgan action. I don't know if there's
Oh,
any
we got a
Pumpkins
phone
fans.
call.
Oh, what do we got?
Yeah.
Why don't
What
you
about
put 'em
Billy?
all-
You
put
said
'em all
Billy
through?
Corgan?
He's
Hello?
I'll get to that.
Hello,
later.
caller. You're on the Metal Experience with Hemi. Who is this?
Oh, hello. Hi. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm pretty fine. I see Hemi's on.
Yes.
Hemi,
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
Oh yeah. I've heard about him. This is a good guy. I like that fire hose guy. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, he's a
You
good-
got him off guard a little bit. How did you find out about Hemi?
Oh well, I mean, I hear the buzz around town.
Oh, wait, I know this motherfucker.
I don't yet.
You
What's
know,
up, everybody?
This is Mr. Mad. This is our former guitar
Are you
player right
fucking
here.
kidding me? I had no idea.
He gave it away with the fire hose comment because that's what we call Guppy. That's what the ladies call him, Guppy.
Oh my god!
Put it this way,
There's a good reason for that.
there's a good reason for it. I mean,
His penis is gigantic.
And you would know because
well,
we were in a band for 4 years together. I mean,
Yeah,
you
he's
know.
a drummer. You know.
You see some things.
Well, what band do you know where the drummer doesn't whip their shit out from time to time?
so that's what's making
Yeah.
that drum noise.
He's dropped his
There
sticks.
was-
Put it this way, he's dropped his sticks a few times, but he's never missed a beat. Figure that one out.
You know, Hemi, we had two kick drums, but we never had two pedals. Just leave it at that.
Can never get tired of dick
I'm
jokes.
so happy this guy called in right now. Last time, yeah, he was on with us a couple of years ago.
Yep.
So what's going on, brother? How's
Yeah,
life?
same old bullshit. I just saw the post. I was scrolling, and I figured I'd listen to the show.
Yeah.
And I actually caught it at the moment where I heard a plagiarized, oh my god, and I had to call.
Yeah, that's
Plagiarized.
that's like his thing. He started the, oh my god, like the whole. So, yeah. I've known this guy since I was 15 years old, so we've plagiarized each other many times.
Many times.
Many times. But no, it was yeah, he loved the album too. He put it over.
Oh
big
my
time.
god, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I love that album.
Like for a former member to give that kind of endorsement was a very nice thing.
Very, very professional sound. I thought I was listening to, something for real. I mean, it's for real.
He's credited on the
like I didn't
album.
grow up with these guys.
He has a writing credit on a few.
That's a
few
good thing
songs.
because I showed up to this release show and I was like, man, all I want to hear is like good shit from former band members.
Oh yeah, he was there too. He showed up to the release party.
Yeah, he was there. We partied.
Yeah.
Now, are you still playing music at all?
Who, me now? I don't do anything anymore at all.
Hey, wait.
That's the life.
We're gonna plug something here. This motherfucker makes a badass hot sauce.
I do make a good hot sauce.
Mr. Mad's hot sauce.
I just saw a bunch of bottles of hot sauce. So you're making hot sauce now?
In my spare time, yeah.
But it's fucking awesome.
Where can we pick up some? Because Luco loves hot sauce. That's what people give him for Christmas.
Yeah, I've gotten
different hot sauce box sets.
Well, I make it from time to time, so you guys got me on Facebook, I'm sure.
Well, let us know.
We'll hit
because
you up,
We'll,
yeah.
we'll have to come out there and pick some up.
I saw the picture of a bunch of hot sauces, and I was like, motherfucker's got a lot of hot sauce. And I kept scrolling. I was like, all right.
Listen, this guy.
You should start plugging your shit, man. You're on the air.
I got the preview of this hot sauce, and that was like a month ago. And to this day, my asshole has not forgiven me whatsoever.
I bought Luco a hot sauce called Asplosion.
I ate
Don't
some
eat
yesterday.
it.
I've been pooping. I pooped like
I
5
ate it-
times
I
today.
ate it
Looking kind of
once.
trim.
Yeah, I've been pooping a lot.
Looks slim.
It hurts.
But I gotta
It
tell you,
hurts.
Good
as
hurt.
far as Zubs is concerned, that wasn't the hot sauce, buddy.
That was.
That was.
Well, was
No?
it?
Maybe it was.
I mean, what?
Wait a minute. The only thing in the room that day was me, you, and the hot sauce. Well, thanks for calling, Mr. Mad. It was nice.
Look, what time is it? I gotta go. Who's all there? I don't even know.
Just me and
all I heard
Tim.
was,
We told Gup
Zub.
stories earlier.
Who?
We told Gup stories earlier. He had something come up. Breaks or something. I don't know.
You know what we were talking about earlier is when we came out and we saw you guys and at Livewire and there was clown porn playing on the TV.
They do that from time to time there, yeah.
And I remember your face. You watch. I think you were the main person in the band watching the clown porn for the rest of the set as you played. Yeah.
Actually, no.
My personal collection.
Actually, he's right. We got the DVD that night. You remember this? We got the DVD later that night because I think we took it back to the
Terrific
studio.
Tits?
From Jody. She gave us the DVD.
Was it Terrific Tits?
No, was it? I don't know. It might have been. I don't know.
Was this to add to your stash?
We
My
had,
stash?
Yeah.
I already had that one.
Because you're the one that has like 2 terabytes worth of porn saved on your computer.
oh yeah. You told the story on
that
the
you
air.
were you were all proud of your 2 terabytes worth of porn.
They remember this shit.
Yeah.
I mean, he told me outside of the venue. It was weird.
So just a gigabyte is clown porn?
I said that?
Yeah, you did.
Look, she knew that. She remembered that from 3 years ago.
All I remember is you're the 2 with a ton of porn.
And you were super proud of it.
Damn, dude.
I'm a collector, you know, what can I say?
Apparently.
Rock and roll never forgets.
enough that he got a DVD and he already had it. I mean,
I already got that one. I don't need it.
I need, what do you call that? Inspiration from time to time, so.
So, what's your collection at now?
Probably about the same.
Oh.
Ended up getting a girlfriend after that, so, you know.
That's how it goes. It's real life porn then, buddy.
Right. But I got a lot of knowledge up here in the cranium right now, so.
You got
I could coast off that until the new trends hit.
know a lot of moves, right?
Yeah.
I like to stay up on the cusp of, you know, positions and
The newest
genres.
trends.
So that's what those kids are doing nowadays.
What's that?
So that's what those kids are doing nowadays.
Yeah, trading trends. That's what they do.
Well, it's great talking to you.
Well, I'm definitely gonna hit you up for
that hot sauce.
that hot sauce. We're gonna do some hot sauce talking.
Sure. It's not that hot. It's
Nah, that's fucking hot.
got a good kick to it.
Goes
It
good
is
on pizza.
habanero.
Amen, brother.
It's got lime juice built into it, so if you know you're eating like Mexican food and shit like that, you don't have to worry about the extra shit.
He's a considerate cook. You know, thinks about saving you time.
Yeah.
You don't have to put lime in your Mexican food. It's already got lime built in.
Perfect.
Motherfucker.
Garlic built into it, onion.
Now, how do people? You know, I know how to get a hold of you, but how do other people that want some of this delicious sauce on their face get it?
I got a crazy idea. I got a crazy idea. Why don't we turn this into a Hemi family thing? We could throw this on the Hemi website and be like, we make fucking affiliated hot sauce. Former
Hemi?
members are selling hot sauce.
With,
now.
hot sauce
you could
with
put
the
the H on there, Hemi hot sauce.
Or like H.
Yeah,
the
I
H will be the fucking the word hot
the
will
hot.
be with the H.
There
And
you
the
go.
orange is like the heat, the devil. Heat.
Yeah.
Do it.
You
Do
know,
it.
Hey, we're gonna talk business.
I bought
Little known fact: Hemi and all affiliates are marketing fucking geniuses.
boom,
I agree.
There you
boom.
That's
go.
what we do.
Yeah.
So in the works, some Hemi hot sauce.
No, I think we should talk about that.
Watch out, folks.
All right, good stuff.
Oh my god. Well, I'm definitely gonna hit you up though.
Yeah, for sure.
Tomorrow when I'm
He'll be your taste tester.
not doing shit at work like usual. I'll hit you
Literally
up and
shitting at work.
you know we'll talk
Shitting
details.
at work?
Yeah, I poop a lot.
Okay. That's it.
You know.
I thought you dropped a log recently.
I did, yeah.
Right.
Those dumbass cartoons.
There's a cartoon of
I saw that and I was like, I was pooping. That's perfect.
I'm not liking that. I don't have to like it. I know what it means. I'm not going to like his bowel movements. It's weird.
True love.
Listen, you know.
Behind every great man is a great woman liking his man's bowel movement. Her man's bowel movement. It's an old, proverb.
Oh my goodness.
What a guy.
Touche.
What a guy. Spice of life right here. Now you said I worked that in? Hot sauce, spice of life?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, good
Well,
stuff.
thank you, brother, for calling in.
Thank you.
No problem. I'll continue to listen to the rest. Hopefully it's live, like not. There's no.
No, we're live.
No, we're live.
You're obviously
Okay.
talking to us.
Yeah, you're talking
No,
to
no,
us.
no,
This
it's
is live
like,
as shit.
I don't know what the delay was when I was listening.
Oh, it might be like
far ahead.
it might be a
About,
couple of seconds.
15 to 20 seconds.
15 to 20
that's
second
not
delay.
bad.
Okay. You know, what are you going to do? It's as live as we can possibly get.
I hear
But,
you.
you know, we're going to play a couple more Hemi songs. So, yeah, definitely stay tuned.
I will.
There we go.
All right, brother.
All right,
Take
bro.
it easy.
All right.
you.
Good talking to everybody. Peace out.
Later. Peace.
Later.
So, we got two more Hemi songs off of the Undivided Intentions. Now, would this be considered an EP?
Yeah.
Yes.
An Undivided
Ep.
Intentions EP. We got Premeditate, followed by Larry's Song.
So you want the story now? Or
You know what?
after?
Let's get the story now, so that when listeners at home are listening, they can understand what's going on.
All right, here's the
Where-
deal.
your train of thought when
Everybody,
we go through this.
everybody asks, right? Who the fuck is Larry? Who is Larry? Why is Larry in the band? Who's Larry? Right? Larry was this guy who was a fucking Hell's Angel.
You should have stopped it
He
right
was
there.
this guy.
Larry's
Larry was
this guy.
this guy.
End scene.
Play a song. He was this fucking guy who he was a Hell's Angel. He was a small guy, I'm like my height, 5'7", not a big guy, but a mean motherfucker, man. And like he was a Hell's Angel, former non-vet, so he's all fucked in the head. And he walked into a bar and he saw this guy hitting on his woman. And he's like, "Hey, get the fuck away from my woman." And she's like, "I can talk to whoever I want." I mean, these are real classy people, okay? He's biker broads and all that. "I can talk to whoever I want, Larry." And he's like, "Fuck you, bitch, you're mine." And whatever. They start arguing. And this guy's like, "Leave her alone." And then he's like, "Fuck you, that's my woman." So then they kind of scuffle. And Larry goes outside and goes back to his ride, his hog. And he had a baseball bat that he kept, maybe somewhere lodged in there. He went in there and he beat the fucking piss out of this guy. He beat this guy into a coma. He literally beat the shit out of this guy for hitting on his woman into a fucking coma. Like, ruthlessly beat him, trying to kill him. So this guy's in a coma, and he's like, but nobody snitches on Larry because you don't snitch. Friends don't. I didn't see nothing, and destroy the bat or whatever. So he never got caught for it. Like, cops came. It was a whole thing. The guy was in a coma. He didn't die. I think he stayed in a coma for, it was a week-long coma or something. It wasn't like a lifelong coma, but it was fucked up, and he's like brain damaged now. So anyway, Larry fucked him up, and he was all fucked up for a long time. Nobody snitched on him, and so later on he gets away with it. Basically, gets away with attempted murder. Nobody says shit, and then a year or two later, Larry gets pulled over on the highway. Cop speeding or something, pulls him over on the highway. Cop's like, "Stay right there, up right there." And Larry gets, I was like, "Oh, fucking," gets off his bike. The cop's like, "Stay on your bike." And he's like, "No, I'm not." He's like, "I'm going to stand wherever I want." And the cop gets angry, and he beats the shit out of a cop on the side of the highway, gets sent to jail. So they got him in the end.
This dude could have gotten off clean.
But he tried killing somebody. He beat some guy with an inch of his life. He's a mean motherfucker. And of course, the connection to Hemi, to Larry, is it's a guy Gup knew.
It's always Gup.
It's always Gup.
Oh my god.
But yeah, so like this whole album kind of storyline is kind of like what's going on in this dude's head, essentially.
Yeah, like it all kind of builds up to like Larry being the character because it's all, all the tracks are just the torment, that the shit he goes through before he just finally accepts the murderous son of a bitch that he is, and he accepts it. He lives on being this evil incarnate that he is.
You'll hear the lyrics, "Larry rides another day," refers to him riding on his bike.
And he just
Well,
yeah.
my father's name is Larry, so this one goes out to him. We got Premeditate and then Larry's Song by Hemi off the Undivided Intentions EP. Let's do it. I was going to say...
What's up, guys? I'm Anthony.
I'm Cody.
I'm Tom. And we're from Orinoco. Thanks for listening
to the Metal Experience.
Gonna get you to do that again, but just like, better.
To the Metal Experience!
That was great.
That's it. That's it.
Love it.
That's it.
Love it.
Woo! We just heard a twofer from Hemi off of the Undivided
Last
Intentions
2 tracks.
EP. The last 2 tracks. Premeditate was kind of an intro, instrumental type of...
Yeah, I wanted to do some kind of classical guitar, something or other. I know you could say it's a little cliche these days, but I always love those tracks on metal. A lot of metalcore did it. Shadows Fall always was doing that back in the day. The minute-long acoustic interlude track. And I just love those. I think they never get old, so I wanted to do something like that myself.
All that remains.
Yeah, I like that stuff. So, and I grew up on all that metalcore stuff. So,
And then we heard Larry's song, which is about
murderous biker son of a bitch.
Crazy motherfucker.
PTSD, non-vet, cop beating son of a bitch.
I can't wait to put the CD on my iPod.
Oh, great.
Back
It's going to be awesome.
That's pretty cool to hear.
Frank, you had a sweatshop in Vietnam. Sorry.
What?
That's where these were printed.
It's always sunny.
Yep, I got that one. Did you see the first episode of the new season?
Is that season?
No.
It was just last week.
Oh no, I'm.
It
He waits till they're on DVD.
It was a classic, Always Sunny episode.
Was it?
Classic, man.
I wait till they're on DVD and then I just binge watch them.
This is going to be a good season
What
already.
season? Are they on season 10 now?
Yeah, I
just got season 9 for Christmas.
On this episode, it starts with them in a plane, and I'm not going to tell them much.
They're
but
in a plane?
the whole episode is them in a plane, and
what?
They had heard a rumor that Wade Boggs had drinking something like over 100 beers at one point, so they were going to drink like Wade Boggs and play a drinking game to see who can make it.
On a plane?
On a plane. Because that's what he did before a game, apparently, once.
Wade Boggs? Is that true?
It's an urban legend, and he drank something like 120 beers before he pitched a game or the night before. I don't know the story exactly.
Wade Boggs wasn't a pitcher, was he?
Or
wasn't he like a first baseman?
Was he? I don't know what he was.
He played for Boston.
Yeah, Wade Boggs. I like play for New York.
Well, he might have. Yeah. I mean, everyone at the end of their career, New York bought him after they were fucking awesome with whoever they started with. But Wade Boggs.
I think you're right.
I have a bunch of Wade Boggs fucking Red Sox cards.
Boggs.
Yeah.
Boggs.
Wogs.
Maybe he did pitch because
I don't think he did either. Now that I think about it,
there might have. There's a bunch of players that have pitched before. Like, I don't know. Are you looking up Wade Boggs?
Yeah, I'll look him up. Why not?
Got to see what Wade Boggs has done.
But,
yeah, everyone, they'll fucking make their name for themselves. And then New York's like, man, look at all this money we have. Come and play for us for the Yankees.
We can use a name.
Yeah, fucking.
He was a third baseman. I feel like an idiot now.
So one more time, where can people find all the Hemi stuff and the upcoming shows that you guys are playing and what you guys are playing coming up?
Everything is on hemimusic.com. It's up to date. We keep it pretty good. All the info's on there. Stores on there. All the links. You can find everything. It's like a central. Start there, and you can, take it from there.
We also have a YouTube channel. Something that's pretty cool about Nick, our video guy. He makes sure every single show we play is fully recorded, and we hide nothing from anybody. We put every show, every song on YouTube.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I think
Nice.
it's a cool thing to do.
It's good to learn from. I think I recommend all bands to do it. Really, I mean, it's a good thing to do. Like you learn watching yourself. You kind of pick up
The do's, the don'ts.
Yeah, you see yourself from the audience point of view, and you're like, wow, yeah, I shouldn't do that. I look kind of like an idiot,
And knowing that every single show is going to be recorded and put on YouTube, makes us play better.
Yeah,
Just that much more nervous.
Yeah, I mean, you see a camera. I mean, even though you know who's running the camera, like you see who's doing. You see a camera on, you're like you just have that extra little bit,
and you want to just bring it that much more.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Always bringing it.
Absolutely.
Well,
What's the YouTube channel?
You can get it from the main site, but it's youtube.com/Hemi Music Television.
And speaking of shows, you had one coming up at the Debonair. What day is that again?
Debonair is Friday, March the 13th. So
Nice.
Friday the 13th. Debonair, first time playing there. So
There's two Friday the 13th coming up. February 13th is a Friday, and
Oh, yeah?
March 13th is a Friday. Two
Two in a
months
row?
in a row of
2 months in a
Oh,
row.
once in a while. Yeah.
Yeah.
It should be cool, though. We're looking forward to it.
Nice.
In the meantime, we're going to be writing some new material. Maybe try to plan something for the summer. We'll see. Record some more. Maybe throw an exclusive single out in between now and then.
Ooh.
We'll see.
Plan on recording with AJ again?
Yes.
What's his studio called again?
Tag Music Studios.
Tag Music Studios,
Yeah.
and you can find that on Facebook, I'm guessing. And
Yeah, he's got a Facebook page for it.
Nice. And definitely check out Pterodactyl King too. That's
Yep.
AJ's band with
They're awesome. They're an awesome band.
Sean Turnbull
Sean,
makes his guest
who is-
appearance on this album, and yeah, I mean, you know, they're affiliated with us through him, so yeah, check them out.
Also, Pat Pingator,
Pat?
bassist in the band, who used to be in Abstraction.
Yeah, we're all one
Pat-
big happy family.
Pat for Christmas got me this fucking 4 movie DVD, like, you know how you can buy a DVD, it's got 4 movies in it. And it was like the fucking gayest movies ever. It was like, I opened up like, what the fuck is this, Pat? Like, thanks, dude.
Examples?
I'm like,
What movies?
oh man, what was this, like the fucking Black Stallion or something? Like little kids movies. It was so funny.
Black Stallion.
I'm like, Pat, we're fucking watching these together. I'm like, you're watching these with me. If I gotta suffer through these,
Bro
you're
time.
going with me.
I ended up with Guardians of the Galaxy. I got the better half.
Morgan
of the
got
deal.
Guardians of the Galaxy. I got a 4-pack. But hey, man, me and Pat are gonna have some movie time.
4 shitty movies thrown
Yeah,
into one.
yeah.
that they could quote over and over again.
Yeah, one's
Yeah.
got Fred Ward in it. I'm like, fucking, we got to do that flick. It's got Fred Ward in it. Tremors. I mean, Fred Ward's legit.
Tremors?
Yeah, dude.
That was another nickname we had for Guppy too.
Tremors.
Fire
Tremors.
hose, Tremors. You know.
Oh my god.
That's isn't I heard it's like Tremors' 25th anniversary or something. It was like yesterday or something. The movie.
Fuck.
I don't know.
It's a shitty movie, man.
What do you
I
think?
don't think
Tremors
I've
was
ever
the
actually
shit.
seen it.
It was the shit-iest movie.
The fucking elephant gun at the end when the fucking graboids coming through the fucking wall.
Let me rephrase. It's one of those shitty, awesome movies.
Kevin Bacon.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin Bacon.
Kevin Bacon
Well,
gets the girl.
anyways.
I think they made like 3 Tremors movies.
No, they made like 5.
It's 5.
And like the
Oh,
first
okay.
2 were good, and then after that, like as Fred Ward was in the first 2, then after that, the dude that was married to Reba McEntire kind of like took over the franchise,
We've jumped the shark on this
and
one, Fonzie.
kind of, yeah, he was. I don't
Reba
know.
McEntire.
Yeah, she
yeah,
was in the
right.
first
He's
one.
just throwing out names now.
Reba McEntire, she was in the first one. Remember, he
Oh,
kills
right.
the fucking thing.
The
It
country
comes through.
singer?
You're
Yeah.
too much into this movie.
He comes, you know, the fucking graboid, the fucking worm thing comes through the wall in his basement because he's got the fucking bullet grinder thing going on.
Okay.
And then he has to grab the fucking elephant gun and he puts the fucking thing down.
Well, anyway,
That dude.
It sounds fucking
That was
awesome.
like
I've never
the-
seen this movie. It sounds awesome.
You've never seen
We're
Tremors?
completely out of time here on the Metal
That was-
Express.
I want to see it.
That
Now.
was like the titular part of the whole entire movie because it just fucking shows off this
Someone
dude's
say tit?
arsenal.
I want to
you know?
see it now.
Well, anyway,
Tremors, dude. Check out the
wrapping
first
up
one. It's
this
definitely
this
the best.
past week, my brother took me to Dark Tranquility
Nice.
at Mojo's. So I saw Our Day's End and Withering Soul, which are both awesome local bands. And I missed Abscessor. I'm sorry. My brother got out of school late. But Insomnium
educations.
was awesome. They definitely stole the show. They got an encore, and they were like the second to
Did they come back
last
out
band.
and play
They
another song?
did. They did.
What?
It was their first. It was their second time in the U.S. So
Usually
they
when a
stole-
band, when they're like, one more song, it's like, yeah, we can't. We're not the
no,
headliner.
they
so.
did. They came out and they did actually.
That's like we don't
2
have
more
any more
songs.
songs.
Yeah, I've never
Yeah.
heard of that.
No,
I've only
it was
played-
pretty cool. They got an encore, and then Dark Tranquility we left during because it was like the same set that we saw last year. So, but I did meet Andrew from Serpents that we had
Andrew
interviewed.
McHale?
Yep, that we interviewed last week. So he was pretty awesome, and then saw a bunch of people there. It was pretty cool, just running into locals that we've had on the show.
You guys are all popular and shit now. Huh?
Yeah, right.
You know, the coolest thing about doing the show is because, you know, I've been going to fucking concerts since, you know, high school. Since I was 16, I've been going to concerts. Fuck, since I'm 15, I've been going to concerts. I'm 30 this year. So, you know, when you go to a concert, and you're like, all right, sweet, that was a band. And then you leave and you go home and it's like, all right, well, whatever. Now it's like we've met so many fucking awesome people doing the show. And we see people, I'm like, fucking Trent, what's going on? You know? It's actually sweet because then you're like, you know, like tons of people at all the metal
You
shows we
spend
go
more
to.
time
It's
hanging
sweet.
out with people there than you do actually watching the band now.
That's cool.
Pseudo celebrities.
nice.
Look at you guys.
I mean, hey, we're just
Big shots.
we're just human beings like you guys.
Well, anyway,
You know,
coming
so- but
coming
it's
up
cool.
this week, you get your first show with Return to Flesh.
Yep.
that's right.
Plug your 2
We're
shows.
playing Ghost House on the 24th. That's this Saturday. We're playing with, you know, when bands come on when they plug their shows, it's like they always have their stuff
You're
ready. and
not
I'm
good
thinking,
at this.
But I don't have it set up.
See what he was doing there? He was stalling so you could pull the phone.
Yeah,
can you
because
pull that
God
up?
forbid I have to keep track of everything he still does because he can't do it himself.
So you're playing with that band with the guitars.
You are going to be playing with
Yeah.
Surasvicera. Okay,
Jesus
great.
Christ.
Well, I'm sorry I can't pronounce that, guys.
Say, wait,
Is it unreadable or is it?
Surasvicera. That's how I can see it. I don't know.
let me
it's weird.
see this.
Metal logos.
Abyssal, Pale
Abyssal?
Horseman,
Pale
and
Horseman?
Blood Throne are playing.
What was the
Pale
other
Horsemen are
band?
cool.
Cerevisiera. Cerevisscera.
Cerevisial?
There is no L in there. It's Cerevisscera.
I didn't say Cerevisial. I don't know.
You're saying an L that doesn't exist.
Where?
Cerevisial?
There's an L there.
There's no L.
There's
Anyways.
Cerevisial?
Anyways.
Cerevissa.
Cerevisia.
Anyways.
Cerevisia.
Cerevisia.
All right, there we go.
Okay.
I was
now
like,
let's
where
see-
am I saying
now
an L?
Let's see if you can remember this. You're
Cervix?
playing Brower House.
And Brower House in Lombard
on
with
January
Pterodactyl King.
31st.
Pterodactyl King.
Yep.
When they were on the show, I'm like, dude, you guys got to be on the show because, I'm from right around, we're from right around that area. Well, I mean, I am. None of the rest of the guys in Return the Flesh are, but, and Pat and Sean and fucking everyone else in
Fellow
Pterodactyl King are
Lombardians.
right around the Elmhurst Lombard area. So it's like, you guys need to fucking get on the show with us. That'll be sweet. Because I've played shows with Abstraction before, and it was kind of like coming full circle, playing with Pterodactyl King, playing
And
with Sean
who else
Pat.
is on
Very
the
cool.
show? Okay.
You're
Atlanta,
the Inner Decay.
Atlanta
Oh,
is
Atlanta's burning. I'm stoked about them.
Sable Bedlam, Return to Flesh is playing, and then Inner Decay.
Inner
So
Decay.
both of these shows are 21 and up. Brower House is at 8, Gas House is at 9, and it's $5 for Brower House, $10 for Gas House.
Oh, hefty price tag for your
Hey,
debut.
Whoa, I
man.
didn't. I didn't set these
Jesus.
prices. If it was up to me personally, I'd be like, fucking $1. Like, here, $1 for all the bands. I
You
don't
get
know.
a free yank with that?
Yeah, right?
That ticket?
And then also, don't forget, we do have our 2 shows coming up that we booked at Bobby McGee's coming up. February 27th is our 21 and up show. We have Miles from Exile, Air Raid, Deity Disfigured, Everything Must Die, Armored Assault, and Impale is going to be playing, and that starts at 8, and it's going to be $8 in advance, $10 at the door. That's going to be also available in advance from the bands, and we're selling tickets. And then the All Ages show, which is on the 28th, is going to start at 5, and we have Scars of Armageddon, we have Alethea, we have Central Disorder, Hate Storm Annihilation, Ornaco, and shit.
You can do it.
Shit's a great band. Great band.
I have one more.
Where's the flyer? I thought there was... Didn't you bring in flyers?
You know, funny story about that Scars of Armageddon. That I crashed a show one time. If you guys remember during their
there we go.
during their interview.
There we go. Snow Burial. I was going to say
Burial.
Oxblood. I was like, what
Formerly
did they?
Oxblood.
Yeah,
So
formerly
my
Oxblood.
plan
Snow Burial's
is
playing.
to wear my Oxblood shirt there and scream Oxblood their whole set
Don't
just
do
to piss them off.
But anyways,
You can
yes,
just scream that you fucked her sister.
I fucked your sister.
that's.
You guys remember when I crashed that Scars of Armageddon interview you had? I came to drop off some
I do
merch.
remember this.
And then
Yes,
they're like,
yes.
fuck,
Who
you're
is
like,
this dude?
You're like, jump in the picture with them too. And they're like, who the fuck is this guy? And I'm
we've
like,
got-
yeah, just
that's
take
all
a
up on our
picture.
Facebook.
And
That was
they gave
awesome.
me like 10,000 stickers. I'm like, fucking Scars of Armageddon stickers
They're
coming out of my
awesome.
asshole. Like, everywhere. I'm like, fuck are all these stickers?
Yeah.
And then they were just like, they gave me that look like, why are you here? And why are you on the air? Because you guys like, throw them on the air. Because I think they weren't talking. They were like, kind of like,
they're good guys.
they were like, hey, we're a band. And
Yeah.
we got
We're
music.
like, Tread, get out in here. Go.
Save the interview. What's up, motherfuckers? Hey, what's going on? You like to rock and roll?
That's a all ages show on February 28th. So that's still going to be $8 in advance, $10 at the door, and we have a special deal. If you wanted to buy both days, it's going to be $15 in advance. And
Instead of
then-
20
instead
and or
of 20,
16.
or instead of 16. So, and then also
Speaking of
after the
Scars of
all
Armageddon,
ages
really quick,
show,
we saw George at a show. What show was that?
Anyways.
George from Scars of Armageddon. We saw him at a show recently.
Yeah, we saw him at Trans-Siberian
Yeah,
Orchestra.
we
in
were just
December.
walking around. We're like, "There's fucking George. What's going on, man?" Well,
anyways,
see you at that show.
Metal Karaoke will be after the all ages show.
Metal Karaoke
For 21
huh?
and up only, though.
What time's that show kind of end so that Metal Karaoke starts?
It's supposed to end around 10 because it's
So it
got to
goes
be
5
all
to
ages
10?
after. after
And then
10
metal
o'clock, it's
karaoke.
21 and up.
All right.
It'll be a good
Well,
time.
I'll be there.
Well,
It sounds
you better
Hopefully.
be because you're
sounds
going
like
to
a
be
great
running
lineup.
the table.
You know,
You're the star of the show.
it's funny because we've had, we've met so many fucking awesome bands and everything, and we have bands still hitting. Morgan set this whole thing up. I pretty much did nothing, except said, "Yeah, Morgan, good job, keep going."
Love you,
yeah,
babe.
you're doing the best job ever.
So lucky.
And we've gotten bands hitting us up like, "Hey, are there any more spots open? Let us know."
I'm sorry.
It's like, Morgan,
I've
you're gonna
had this
have to-
lineup in my head and
I
put
was like,
together since like
Morgan, you're going to have to
October.
do some more shows because there's more bands that want to be on a Metal Experience.
This was so stressful. You have
sponsored,
no idea. Two
promoted,
back-to-back shows.
put together
Do
show.
you have any idea?
So
Do you have
in the
any
fall,
idea?
probably Morgan's going to set up a couple more shows.
When did this happen?
Just now.
You
All
heard it
right.
here first.
You hear it
I
here first.
guess
Hemi's
is-
got to play on one of them.
Anyways,
We'll jump on one.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And then
Put
all
on
the
with
other
Return
bands
to
that have hit
Flesh.
us up, that's like, yeah.
The
and I-
B team.
I was kind of like,
Hey, you guys, you B team.
you know
fucking
what?
guys.
You guys,
Sure, you could jump on this
I'll
one.
get back to them. If you guys are putting together a show, our friends in Tonson, they're fucking awesome. You guys should hit up Tonson. You guys would be
Tonson?
perfect with them. Yes.
yeah, actually,
Tonson.
the music would fit perfectly.
Tonson and Snow Burial.
Yeah.
Oxblood.
Yes,
I will never
Oxblood.
call them Snow Burial.
Come on. Okay, give the guys a break. They went through a name change. You can't-
Oxblood's the
Anyways, next week, One Steel Wound's going to be back for their third time, so you know
Really?
what that means. Yeah, they're going to be coming back. They just released this awesome music video
They'll
called
probably
Vendetta.
Bring back Terrible Cheetos.
So
Is that a
anyway,
band name?
They
We're the Terrible Cheetos, and
Last
this song's called Extra Crunchy.
Last time they were here,
extra crunchy.
one of
with
them
the-
bought these terrible Cheetos, and they're like, "Here, man, have one." I was like, "Ugh,
One?
you're eating
Who
these?"
gives you one fucking Cheeto?
I only wanted to try one
Son
because
of a
they looked
bitch,
really
man.
cheap and like an
It was from the
off-brand.
dollar
have
store.
one
Knockoff.
Cheeto.
No, I only wanted to try one.
They were
That's-
cheese curls.
He offered them.
I
I
don't
was
know.
like, I really love.
Was it like a
Cheetos.
dollar store brand?
It was.
Probably.
And
Yeah.
it tasted like it too.
You don't get that Chester Cheetah, and you're risking it. Here's a Cheeto.
Yeah. That's all. If it was like some flaming hot Cheetos, I'd be like, yeah, fucking pour me a fucking handful.
Please,
May I
the
have some
begging
more?
begging hands of shame. Please give me a handful.
Well, definitely stay tuned. Thank you guys for coming back. We're excited about the new album and what you guys are going to be doing next.
Yeah,
and
gracias.
We'll have
New
you
album
guys
sounds
back
fucking
on.
awesome. By the
Thank
way,
you.
The next album comes out
Yeah, he'll be there. He'll be there one of these days.
with Gump, and Gump can tell these stories.
Yeah,
too.
he'll be
Gump?
around. Gump.
Gump.
I mean,
You can call him that. Gum.
nah.
New nickname dubbed
Gump.
by me, Gump.
he's Gump.
He's Gump. He's Gump.
Nah, he's Gup.
Gump.
No M.
No M.
I got that.
You're
part.
funny.
Jorgen.
It's been a long night. All right. Good night.
Yeah, good night.
Oh, fucking Hemi.
Yeah, thanks for listening,
Yeah,
motherfuckers.
thank you.
Yeah, all right.
Let's play something. Well, let's play
Yeah.
something.
Well,
Let's
you know
go
what?
out to.
Play fucking Nevermore again. We'll sandwich it in. That's the single. Play that one again.
Yeah, let's play the single again.
We'll-
Let's
we'll
we
outro
can't,
that
we
one.
can't
For
just
its
go and be
second
like,
time.
all right, bye.
Debuting.
It's only a goddamn EP. It's only got a lot of tracks to choose from here.
Let's play it again. Fucking Nevermore.
Yeah, play it again. The outro. I need to sell some fucking
Check
singles.
out fucking Hemi. Undivided Intentions. We're gonna play the titular track off this album, Nevermore.
Cute. Second time someone said.
Yeah, that
said
was
tits.
titular. You have to use that. I mean, I gotta drop that as often as I possibly
That is a
can.
nice word.
Not a bad word there, Columbo. Not bad.
Let's do it, Danny. Hemi.